First at 5, a Tulsa judge orders the man accused of shooting and killing 2 innocent victims to stand trial. Thanks for joining us. I'm Craig Day.
And I'm Tatum Gwynn. Carlton Guilford is charged with killing London Hathcock at the Rudisill Library back in April, then driving to Quick Trip and killing James McDaniel just minutes later. Guilford is also accused of shooting at a QT employee and security guard. News on 6's Reagan Ledbetter was in court today and has the very latest.
Craig and Tatum, we heard from both the QT employee and the security guard today who said they were outside the store and heard a loud bang. They said they walked up to the door and saw Carlton Guilford standing inside and say he shot at them from just 3 feet away, but they were saved by the bulletproof glass at Quick Trip. Now, the lead homicide detective testified that their surveillance video showed Guilford walk up behind London Hathcock at the Rudisill Library and shoot him in the back of the head, then run out of the library. They say the video then shows Guilford leave in his car and pull into the Quick Trip near Pine and Peoria minutes later and walk up behind James McDaniel at the ATM and shoot him in the head. Now, an eyewitness testified that he actually talked to Guilford inside the QT because he noticed Guilford was bleeding. He said he watched Guilford walk up behind the victim and shoot him. Now, one of the first officers on scene testified that his job at the scene was to make sure every QT employee was accounted for, but he noticed a man matching the description of the shooter standing outside the store. That officer says the person was Guilford and says Guilford said to him, quote, "I did it," and told the officer he had the gun in his pocket.
It goes without saying, any time you're dealing with a homicide, in this case we got 2 homicides, you know, it's got the attention of the community and certainly our office. So we're gonna treat it with the seriousness that it deserves.
Now, Guilford is also charged with a hate crime and is accused of shooting both victims because they were white. Guilford is due back in court Monday morning. Reagan Ledbetter, Oklahoma's Own, News on 6.